Today we will do the verse number 29. Subhujo Durdharo Vagmi Mahendro Vasudho Vasudu Naikarupo Bruhat Rupaha Sibhivishtaha Prakashanaha. Subhujo Durdharo Vagmi Mahendro Vasudho Vasuhu Naikarupo Bruhat Rupaha Sibhivishtaha Prakashanaha. So we will see how these namas explains the beauty of the Paramatma, especially the Vishnu Murti and the different avatars. How does it ties up? Su Bhujaha. Bhujaha means Bhujam means this arms. Su Bhujaha means the majesty or the beauteous arms. The majestic arms or the beauteous arms. So to understand the real beauty of the arms, we can say there are two avatars where we can understand the arms were used. In the two avatars, the arms were highly used. His own majestic arms were highly used to do the vathas of the asura. One is Narasimha, where he used his own arms and basically he used his naka. That's why we say Vajranakaya Vitmahe Dishta Damshtraya Dhimahi Tanno Narasimha Prachodayat. Vajranakaya, because the Hiranya got a boon that he cannot be killed by any instruments, neither by arrow, nor by sword, nor by any other things. So no tools with any piercing materials can kill him. So that's why in that avatar what Mahavishnu did, he used the nails itself and he used his arms. So he tore his stomach, the belly, and then he killed him. So he used his arms as the majestic arms. What is the another avatar where we can cherish more about the arms? Sri Rama avatar. The Rama avatara, because he was having the Kodanda, and not only in the Kodanda. So when he was in the Mithilapuri to marry the Sita, so what did he do? So there was a challenge that someone who breaks the Shivadhanushu will be marrying Sita, right? So because it was Sita's Swayamvaram, so Sita is ready, but the condition is that they have to break the Shivadhanushu. So everyone who is coming there, they can't even lift or they can't even touch or they can't even do anything with those Shivadhanushu. All the people, all the princes, all the warriors who are coming there, they are not able to do it. They can't even lift it, and then they were totally buckled. So the Rama was sitting there. So Vishwamitra gives a condition, or Vishwamitra is just giving an indication to the Rama, saying that. So he never even told through words or anything. So through his eye and also through his hand, he told, "Now you go." So Rama got up, and then he was taking the blessings from all the elders in the palace, and then he walked near the Shivadhanushu, and then he lifted in one hand. So everyone was seeing what this small Balaka is going to do, because that time he was a very young child. So he took in one of the hand, and then that the entire Dhanushu has to be tied. The string has to be tied. So he is putting his one arms in one side, and then he pressurized the other side so that he can bring that down so that he can tie it with the string. So the moment he is trying to pressure it to bring that the other end so that he can tie, because of the friction, the dhanush broke. So everyone can hear it. That's why they say everyone saw him lift it, and then they heard that the sound happened. That's it. So they don't know what was happening in between. So that's what in Kambaramayanam it says, Eduttadu Kandanan, Ittadu Ittrathu Ketanan. Edutthathu Kandanan means everyone saw Rama lifted the bow. Ittrathu Ketanan. They only heard the sound. What was happening in between? No one knows. So how Rama took it so fast, how he was trying to bring the other side and want to tie the knot or tie the string to that, no one understood. So the simple way they could only hear. So after that, what happens? So the bow was broken, and after that, so that it was decided. Sita came, and then she was supposed to put the Varmala, and then it was declared that the Sita Rama has to marry Sita. Everything was good. Then Rama told that to Vishwamitra, so we have to inform our father. So the messenger was sent. So now here they were asked to stay in a home. So Rama is walking on the streets of the Mithilapuri. Everyone is coming to see Rama, right? Everyone from their balconies, from their place, from the corridors that they are running, and the public is want to see Rama, and then everyone looking at the Rama. So some people just they were looking at his own mighty arms. They can't see the entirety of the Rama. Someone is seeing only his feet. They cannot see the entirety of Rama. So no one was able to see the entire figure of the Rama. So they were all stuck with the one side or one portion of the Rama's beauty. So that's what it says in Kambaramayanam. Tol kandar, tole kandar. So who has saw his own mighty arms? They just were witnessing only the mighty arms, because the moment they saw the mighty arms, they are thinking about the Sivadhanusu broke. When they see his own Thal Kandar, Thale Kandar, when they see his foot, and they were only thinking about how that feet has given the Akalika Sapa Vimochana. So they were thinking about that. So they couldn't even imagine the entirety of Rama. So why I am saying this, the majesty of the arms of the Rama Avatara, and also about the Avatara of the Narasimha, we can see that how the arms are considered to be the beautiful. It's also that the Krishna has used the arms, because where he has taken the Chakrayuda to kill even the Shishubala, and also many other asuras, vadhas has been performed by Krishna and also by the avatara. So we can see that Subhujaha means majestic arm, beautiful arms. Okay, so what is the beauty of the arms? Which will give you the refuge to the devotees. Okay, which will give the refuge for the devotees. And also this is given by, beautifully said here, what are all the weapons he has in his hand. As a Vishnu Mahadeva, we can see he carries Sangh, Chakra, Gadha and Padma. So those are the four things what he always carries, right? Sangh, Chakra, Gadha, Padma. So what does the Sangh reminds to you? The Shankh reminds to you about Pranava Mantra. The Shankh reminds to you about the Pranava Mantra. The chakra is a protector, because it will always tells you about, you always need to go to the righteous path, the dharmic path. Okay, and then it will destroy all the adharma. Right, and the gada will be functioning to discipline the evil. Gada is to function the discipline the evil, and the Padma is going to show the sweet disposition towards who seek him. So the Padma shows his sweet disposition. So these are all the things what he has in his hand. So Subhujaha means majestic arms, the beautiful arms what he has. The next Nama is called Dhurdharaha. Dhurdharaha. So what does it mean? He is irresistible. He is very irresistible. Okay. One who cannot be supported by anyone or anything else. There is nothing which can comprehend him. It's very, very difficult. Even Shankaracharya says, very difficult to hold him in your concentration. This is the word given by Adi Shankaracharya. Adi Shankaracharya in his Bhashyam, he says, very difficult person to hold him in your concentration. So that means what? It is easy that you will slip. It is easy that you will slip and go into either ecstasy, or you can forget him and you will be stuck with something else. So Vishnu Mahadeva Our Vishnu Paramatma is something which is very, very difficult to comprehend. So that is why we say that he is different and he is irresistible. Sometimes why he is irresistible? Once you see him, you always throng to see him again and again and again and again. You want to see him again and again. So you don't want to miss it, right? So you want to come again and visit and see it. So every day you go to Sri Rangam and you go and see the Rangamandar, or you go and see the Ranganath Swami, but still you love to see it. You go to Tirupati. How many times you have gone to Tirupati, but you still want to go to Tirupati. Irresistible. You can't stop. And you want to go and see. And you ask everyone, have you seen the Tirupati entire God? They will say, hey, I saw only his hand. Hey, I saw only his legs. Hey, I saw only somewhere. So you are stuck with certain things. You can't comprehend. This is why the Adi Shankara in his own Bhashyam itself, he has given that it is very difficult. So that's why I say, even Chinmayananda says, it is very difficult. We have to interpret even his namas to interpret even his namas, because each namas are in different context you can interpret. Even though we talk about the physical features here, so all these are physical features, right? When you talk about mighty arms, when you talk about difficult to comprehend, these are the physical features what we are talking about Bhagavan. But even then, it is very, very difficult for describing, for interpreting in our mind. So it is very, very important to understand sometimes the characters of the personality of the Mahavishnu is not that easy to describe. The next one is called Vagmi. Vakmihi. Vakmihi means vak. Vak means speech. Powerful words. He has a beautiful, powerful words. So whatever the words he utters are very clear, right? And they are very price-worthy words. What I call price-worthy. It's not something like, some people talk here and there. Some people, we don't know what they are talking. Some people want to talk, just want to talk. So we have to think about the fellow when he is going to shut down. So sometimes it is very boring, right? We don't know from where he starts, where he's go, and where he is going to stop. The question is different, the answer is different, the total difficulty for us to follow his path. And we will be always saying there was one speaker who was standing and speaking in the room. Okay. He was overwhelmed and he was speaking, and the speech is going on and on and on. Audience are very much, they were totally gone, restless, moving here and there. Uh, Jumping there, and all things are happening, nothing doing. So this fellow keeps on talking and talking and talking. And then one point he stopped. And then he told, sorry, I'm sorry because there is no time or clock here. I didn't know what was the time. Then one fellow in the audience got up and said, sir, better at least you understand there was a calendar. You never saw the calendar there. That means he was talking for 2 days. So it is not about the time. The calendar was there. At least you could have watched the calendar. So he was talking and talking and talking and talking, right? Sometimes it so happens, even in your school days, what happens? Sometimes one of the school team, one of the classes, always there, these fellows are notorious fellows, jumping here and there and wandering here and there, okay? So the next day, what happened? When there was no master, so much of noise and everything happened. And the dean and the HOD of the department went in. And then what happened? Then the entire class was like so silent for 2 hours, 3 hours done. And after that, when he came back, and then the class was very silent. The next 3 days after, there was also one class teacher was not there, but still the class was very silent. Okay, so the next teacher who came, he was asking what happened for the previous class. You didn't have the class master, but I didn't hear any noise. Usually, you guys make noise. What happened? He said, one of the fellows said, sir, if we make noise, the headmaster will come and he will start talking about all nonsense we don't know. He will talk about discipline. He will talk about everything. Like in Ayurveda, someone talks about Padartha Vijnana, so we don't understand. So it is better to keep quiet so that no one comes and disturb. We can be on our own peace space, right? So what we are talking about Vakmihi. So your words should be very clear. It should be noteworthy. It should be praiseworthy. When you say one word, you should stand by the words. That's why we say, whose words are praiseworthy, who has got that meditative power, their words are very, very clear. So that's why we say, Vakmihi, very sweet, very kind. Here also, the reference goes very clearly, the reference goes with Rama only. He is Purvabashi, Madhurabashi. Never, ever, ever he has hurt anyone with his words. So that is Ramavatara's words. So never, ever, ever he has hurt anyone with words. He never even spoke anything ill or against or giving any wrong notation for the people in the words. So this is basically what we can understand from his words, from his mouth, what type of words comes out of your mouth. So that's why we say Vakmihi, very important. Vakmihi. So the words are very important. How you put your words, in what way you bring that, see, your words are the communication tool. The way you talk, it should inspire others. They should not think, okay, when he is going to close. So walk me, very important. Mahindaraha. Mahindaraha. So Indaraha. So you can understand. If you split the word, it is called Ma Indraha Mahendraha. Ma means great, Indraha, greatest of Indra. So if you say something, you put the attribute for the Indra, you can say he is more to that of Indra. Okay, that means he is the highest of Indra. So he is greatest of greatest. Okay, he is the Lord even for Indra. Because he has all the power. Correct? He is the Lord of all the Devas. So that's why he controls even the Indra. That's why he showed that in the Krishna's avatara, right? So when the Indra wants to show his own power, he was thinking that everyone has to do the charan and they have to bow to him. So what happens? So he took that initiation. So he was helping, right? So he was trying to help the Brindavana with all those things. So Krishna has even showed that what is his power, what the Paramatma is all about. So even he is bigger than the Indra, right? So we can understand that. So the next one is Vasudaha. Vasudaha. What do you mean by Vasudaha? That means he is the giver of wealth. So one who grants you wealth. Vasu means Dana. Dhanam. Dhanam is Vasu. Prosperity is Vasu. Wealth is Vasu. Okay. So we don't think about wealth is only one. So there are so many wealths. Okay. So all the wealth only comes under Krishna. So one who bestows you the best wealth. One who can bestow the greatest wealth to the devotees without asking them. Clear? So he can give you all those wealth, whatever is needed. So whether you are ready to give Vastradan, you are ready to give Annadanam, you want to give even the Dhanam or Dhanyam, whatever you want, even you want to give the knowledge, Jnanadan. So the more you give, the more the other people receive, then it comes to you more and more. Okay? Very simplistic. See, when you just go to the river bed, this is referred in Tirukkural. When you go to a river bed, okay, on the river bed side, you can see the river stream flows in one. On the other side, you can see the sand. And if you try to dig the sand, right, if you try to dig the sand, and what you can see, you will see a water there. So the more you dig, the more water will come. Am I right? So the more you dig, the more water will come. What does it mean? So whenever you dig the sand, the more water it comes because the spring is open. So the spring will try to outpour the water and the water will overflow, and the overflow of water will make you the more like you can take it more and more, so that the spring will always come more and more and more. That's why they say even if you have a well, they will try to clear, because there will be always a dust particles which can stop the spring. So they will try to clear all the muds and sand So they call in Tamil, it's called Turu Varrathu. So that's why they try to take out all the sands and muds and everything so that the spring is clear and then the water will flow. And then once the water flow, it comes. This is what referred in Valluvar called Tottu Anaithu Oorum Mararkeni. Right? Tottu Anaithu Oorum Manarkeni. So what does it mean? As you dig the well, as the spring grows. So when you dig the well, what happens? The spring grows and the spring overflows with the water. As the water overflows, it comes out. So same thing. As you give, you will grow. As you give, you will grow. So this is basically what does it mean. So here, Vasudaha means you be a giver. So whatever is bestowed to you, whatever wealth is given to you by Krishna, whatever wealth is given to you by Mahavishnu, take it, give it to others, let them also get it. So let everyone enjoy it. Right? Don't think that I am the only fellow who should have this knowledge. Let everyone get the knowledge. So let everyone enjoy this knowledge. That is what we say Vasudaha. The next one is called Vasuhu. So now, here he says he is not only a giver of wealth, he says he is a realized truth. So sometimes what happens when you have wealth, you always think that because you have a wealth, you can control everything, but you don't realize the God. Right? So this is always happens because the people who gets the knowledge is totally a different stream of life. Those who are behind the wealth and materialistic life, they're behind a different thing. Correct? So you don't see that the people of these two things mix together. Sometimes it is the unfortunate tragedy of this world that these both are not meeting together. Because when who is searching for the knowledge is not with the materialistic pursuit. When he is with the material, you don't see him getting into the knowledge or jnana. So what happens? It is a very, very important place that you realize, and also you should be materialistically successful. This is something very, very difficult. Okay, so there is only one way that you can do it. If you are realized within yourself, then whatever material comes to you, you don't work about it. You don't even think about it. You are not going to chase it. It will come, it will go. You know what I mean? When you are realized inside, when you're so satisfied inside, when you are all contented inside, whatever comes to you, you are not going to worry about. Right? So this is what we say Vasuhu. So you become the realized truth. You become that. So that's why even in the Bhagavad Gita, the first yoga what was given to us is Sankhya Yoga. So under the Sankhya Yoga, Krishna teaches to Arjuna what is Atma, what is Sarira, what is death, what you are going to cross, and what you need to understand. Be a Sthita Prajna first. Then what he says, perform the duty. So now you see what is the qualification for us before you jump into duty. So you have to be purified. Then only you can do your performance. Otherwise, what happens? You will throng. You don't have contentment. That's why we say in this Vasu, he himself is a wealth. He gives wealth, but yet he is a realized soul. He is ultimate. He is a very much realized person. That's why we say, is he Vasuhu. Naika Rupaha. Naika Rupaha. Naika Rupaha. So this is what we can say. It is called Vishwarupa also. Vishwarupam. What does it mean? So you cannot put him under one classification, one category. He's not going to fit in one size. You are not going to say him that he is only in this category and this type of a personality. So he can be exhibited in different rupas. Think about the Dasavadaras. No, nothing is similar. Dharma is the only one code that we can understand. But nothing is similar. Fish is different from turtle. Turtle is different from boar. Boar is different from Narasimha. Narasimha is totally different. Totally. It's a totally a controversy character. So Narasimha is different from Vamana. Vamana is different from Parasurama. So everything is different. Where do you try to fit in anything there? Nothing, because his rupas are aneka. You can always say naika rupa, also called aneka rupa. Aneka rupa. So everything is his own Vishwarupa. Right? So that is why we say you have to think about his multiple forms. What does these multiple forms shows to us? That is why we want to understand each personality is unique, each role is unique. This is how you are going to meet all these different characters in your life. Also, you need to play different roles in your life. So you need to know that. So that is what it is trying to say about that. So it is the infinite form. So you are not going to cognize within one form. It is infinite form. So even Chinmayananda says Jalam, Vishnu, Stalam, Vishnu, Vishnu, Akasam Uchate. Stavara Jangama Vishnu Sarvam Vishnu Mayam Jagat. So everything is Vishnu. So where you don't, where you will separate, right? He has mixed with he has blended with every. So that's why we say he is Naika Rupa. Not only infinite, see, this is beautiful. Not only infinite in physical form, he is also Bruhat Rupaha. Brihataha, mysterious. Mysterious form. Mysterious form. You can't give, that's what we say, you contextually, you can't say. Pinpointly, you cannot say, okay, so that could be a principle for which he has taken such a avatar, but you can't say, why fish to save the Veda? Why not turtle to save the Veda? We don't know. So you can't tell. So there could be his own reason why he has taken it. So it is very, very difficult. That's why we say Brihat Rupaha. Brihataha means always variety, immense, big, mysterious. Okay? Immense. So you can't see his dimension is totally different. Correct? His dimension is totally different. He has become like a Varaha Rupa. What he did, he went down and took the earth out of it. So that means we can think, oh, is he mighty than the earth? Yes, of course. The entire universe he can lift. The entire universe he can lift. He can do it. The entire universe is one. The entire Bhumandala is in under 1 feet. Vamana Rupa. Right? The entire Bhumandala is under 1 feet. Vamana Rupa, and the entire Akasha, all the things which are all above in 1 feet. Vamana Rupam. So you can't cognize what this is, because this is what his variety. He is totally a different person to understand. This is what we say immense. Immense for us to see. Brihat Rupaha. So our eyes are not sufficient to get this picture, because we are living in a small, tiny bit of a life. So what we will always cognize is whatever we can understand. That which is beyond us, we don't. So that's why you say in your Dhyana Slokam, what is your Dhyana Slokam? You say, Bhupado Yashana Bhirviyata Suranira Chandra Suryocha Netre. So you are seeing only his pada in the bhumi. And what is there? The other thing, it is all up. You have not seen. Yasya Nabihi. Up to Nabi is Akasha. And what is it yet and all? We don't know. We are imagining that should be more than that. Am I right? So this is our Dhyana Slokam itself. This is a beautiful Dhyana Sloka given by Vyasa in Mahabharata. So that was used here. Bhupado Yachanabhi Via Dasranila Chandasuryocha Netre. So we don't know. So that is his Vishwarupa, Brahat Rupa. Next, Sipi Vishtaha. The word Sipihi means race. The word Sipi means animal. Okay? Sipi Vishtaha. So it can be interpreted as sun rays, or it can be also interpreted as an animal. So both the ways it could always go hand in hand. Okay. So he can be seen as a ray also. He can be seen as a ray. Rays means it is all the brilliance. So whatever we say that ray of brilliance, that ray of jnana which comes out. So that is what we are saying that. Okay. It is a ray of jnana. So we understand that he's not, he's like a radiance, effulgent ray. He's like a big glowing star. So that is what we say as Sipi Vishtaha. Prakashanaha, one who is illuminating himself, one who illuminates others also. If you join into his own satsangam, if you get into his own way of, the bhajans and kirtans and also chanting his name, what happens? You will get that illuminating feature. So your body will become radiant. You will get that vibration. So that is what they say. So this is not my words. This is not my word. This is given by Sri Shankara saying that the Prakasha will illumine everything, will give us everything. So this is why we say that it gives you that illumination. It provides you the path. So what we need from this illumination, so it gives you the real knowledge so that the knowledge can take you for the realization. The self-realization is what is that we need. So Atma Bhalam is what we need. Atma Jnanam is what we need. So once we need the Atma Jnanam, that is what we are going to try to achieve. So that's why we say it is very important to have that Prakashana. So these are most important physical features where you can see the talks mostly about the physical features, right from his mighty arms till his illumination, radiant feature, effulgent feature of his body, where he can give that, impart that guna to us. So this is what is being given in this entire verse, as we say, Subhajo Durdharo Vatmi, Mahendro Vasudho Vasuhu, Naikarupo Brihat Rupaha, Sibhivishta Prakashanaha. So it's a very, very important and a very good verse which talks about the physical feature. Now we understand we have come out of the abstract concept to the physical concept, right? So we are coming out. See, initially we were talking about big concepts like Vishnu, who, all those things. Then we went in middle about the dharma, akrani, gramini, all those things. Now we are talking about more about the physical features of the Narayana. So we are going more concrete side. So this is how you understand the namas will travel. And then some of the namas will directly refer some avatars. So behind you can see Ramo, Viramo, Viradho, Margo, Neyo, Nayo, Nayaga. It will go directly about Rama. So it will talk only about Rama straightly. So we can see that the transition in such a way, one by one, the namas will give you more concrete, will go more concrete and concrete and concrete. And then it will come and the last will pinpoint to the Paramatma Devaki Nandana Sreshtaha. Who is that? He is Vasudeva Krishna. So you will pinpoint. So this is how the beauty of Sri Vishnu Sahasranamam is written. So the beautiful Vishnu Sahasranamam. So this is a beautiful verse. So let us always keep on in our memory about the physical features of of Krishna, Rama, whoever is our favorite devotee, our favorite deity for us, and being a with devotion, let us surrender to him and then seek his blessing. Okay? So that is what I want to conclude with this. So I will conclude here. Kayena vacha manasendriyarva Adhyatmanabha prakate swabhavat karomi yat sakalam parasmai नारायणायेति समर्पयामि यदक्षरपदप्रष्टं मात्राहीनं तु यद्भवेत् तत्सर्वं क्षम्यतादेव नारायण नमोऽस्तु ते विसर्गबिन्दुमात्राणि पदबाधाक्षराणि च न्यूनानि चातिरिक्तानि क्षम्यस्य महेश्वरः अन्यदाचरणं नास्ति त्वमेव शरणं मम तस्मात् कारुण्यभावेन रक्ष रक्ष जनार्दनः हरिः ॐ तत्सत् स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्य परिपालयन्ताम् न्यायेन मार्गेण महीं महिषां को ब्राह्मणेभ्य शुभमस्तु नित्यं समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु हरिः ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः श्रीरामकृष्णार्पणमस्तु।